I panicked. I looked over at my roadcaster and I saw a red light. I thought I was muted this whole time. Yeah, I mean, Houston's been dominant in this division for a long time. Verlander's back. I don't think they necessarily take a deep step back. They're a little bit older. Still a great lineup. Dusty Baker's manager. I'm not a huge Dusty Baker fan, but they were 2 games away from a world championship last year. I know they had to want that after all the controversy and the scandal with the sign stealing stuff, and rightfully so. I mean, they deserve everything they got with that. But it sure as hell would have been great to come out and win the World Series without that, unless they found another way to cheat. But they still got to the World Series. They still made it there and were a couple games away from being world champs. So you got to give them credit. They lost Carlos Correa, who went to the Twins, which I don't understand him signing with the Twins. The Twins are not going anywhere. So they lose but they have a top prospect that's going to fill in there. Jeremy Pena, I think is his name. I think he'll do really well. He's not Carlos Correa, but I think they're not going to miss too much there. Bregman's going to have a good year. It's a good lineup. Look at the lineup real quick. Something in my mouth. Altuve, it takes the brunt of all that stuff, but still a great player. Michael Brantley is just a pro hitter. I still love him from the Cleveland days, and he's just a great hitter. I'm glad to see he's stayed healthy. He had so many injuries for a long time. So Bregman, Jeremy Pena at shortstop. It's still a good, formidable lineup. Obviously, they're not taking too much of a step backwards. I just think I think it's a little stale. I don't know if the desire and hunger is there like it maybe was last year. I think that fueled them last year. I think losing Carlos Correa is going to be a little bit demoralizing. Having Verlander back, but you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, Verlander's, Hall of Famer for sure, but what's he got left? Maybe a lot. I don't know. But let's look at their, still a good staff. Again, it's a really good team. Now, if I'm looking across the league, are the Astros as good as the three teams in the American League East? I say no. I think the Jays are better. I think the Rays are better. I think the Astros and Yankees are really similar. So I don't think if you're not winning this division, you're not getting the playoffs. I think the people from the East are getting in. The Astros would be the one exception. They still could get in there, but I think the American League East is so stacked. I think it's gonna be a challenge. So we'll see how motivated and hungry the Astros are. Coming up short last year, after all that, losing Correa, I don't know, just feels a little stale to me. So we'll see. Still a solid team. I have them at 92 and 72. I'm sorry, 90 and 72. So 5 games, I think they had 95 wins last year in first place. Yeah, so they had 95 wins last year in first place. So just, a few games back, step back. And again, I think because Seattle is much better, I think that factors in. I think the Angels are about the same team. I don't know. We'll see. I could be wrong on this one. Would it shock me if the Astros win this division? No, it won't shock me. Like in the American League Central, it would be a stunner if the White Sox don't win that division. I don't think there's anybody even challenging them. I think they won 93 games and still won the division by 13 games last year. Would it shock me if the Astros had a great year or maybe not even a great year, but did the same as they did last year and Seattle stumbles a little bit? I can see that. So I can definitely see that. Verlander's always motivated. If he's healthy and ready to go, he definitely wants to cement his legacy. I would have liked to see him come back to Detroit. I think that would have been a cool story, and maybe he still does. I don't know what the contract he signed. I don't know if it's what the details are. So I would like to see him come back to Detroit. Not my favorite player and pitcher of all time, but I still respect the longevity and what he's meant to the game and what he's done. So we'll see. I have the Astros at 90 and 72. Wouldn't surprise me if they win 95 wins again. Do I see them being better than 95 wins? I don't. But again, Wouldn't be a total shocker. But that is my second place team in the American League West. I think it's going to be